Good morning, ma'am. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good evening. Sorry, I'm sorry, ma'am.
So, Pavan,
Yes, sir.
Pavan Kumar, please introduce yourself to the board.
Yes, sir. I'm Dr. Pavan Kumar Reddy. I have completed my MBBS, sir, from Kurnool Medical College in Andhra Pradesh, and this is my first attempt at UPSC, sir, and my first interview also. And I'm interested in motorsports, and I follow European football leagues, sir. Yes, sir. I have spent my entire most of my life in Kurnool itself, sir, in Andhra Pradesh.
Okay. What is this DC superheroes and comics?
Yes, sir. It's one of my hobbies, sir. I read DC comics and watch superhero films.
Why not Marvel or European comics or, you know,
Yes, sir. I do watch Marvel films also, sir. But I'm more interested in these things, so
DC?
I mentioned
So
DC,
Superman and Batman and Robin and
sir. Yes, sir.
Flash.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Do you know where you can get these comics? They're very expensive.
Yes, sir. They are very expensive, sir.
So,
but
do you get you don't get all of them in India?
no, sir, not all of them. And but most of them are available online, sir. So I try to read
Free
online,
or paid?
some are paid, sir. Some are available for free also, sir.
Okay, before going, just take the free site from me.
Yes, sir.
There are 10,000 comics on that.
Yes, sir.
All DC and Marvel series.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so, what is the most important news you've read today?
Today, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, the farmer protest that is going on, there were talks yesterday, and the farmers rejected the proposals given by center, and they are resuming their march to Delhi, sir.
Okay, so why aren't the farmers of Andhra Pradesh not joining this protest?
Yes, sir. Actually, it's regarding the legal guarantee for MSP, sir. From Andhra Pradesh, there's actually very less procurement under MSP regime, sir. So farmers of Andhra Pradesh are not habituated to sell.
Why is there no procurement under the MSP regime? Because MSP regime has been there for a long time.
Yes, sir. But I think since a long time it is concentrated only in some northern states, sir, like Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh.
But Andhra and Telangana have joined.
Sir?
Andhra is part of the MSP thing.
Yes, sir. But procurement is very less to compare to northern states, sir.
Okay. And any international news?
Yes, sir. One news I've heard is that Myanmar sentenced three of their brigadier generals, death sentence to three of their brigadier generals, sir.
So anything which is relevant to us, that Brigadier General lives or dies, doesn't matter to India or to the UPSC.
Yes, sir.
So what important news concerning India, international news? Because your choice of service, foreign service is quite high, number 3.
Yes, sir. Today I have not read anything regarding India.
Okay. Tell me, why would a medically qualified top-notch doctor want to become a DANIPS or a DANIX police officer or a defense estates officer?
Yes, sir.
Why would you want to go and settle land issues for the defense, or after such a great academic career and a great potential in the future? Why would you like to do that? You've chosen all these Group B services also.
Yes, sir. Actually, I was attracted towards administration, sir. So one thing I felt common in all those things is administration, sir. So I do not know the prospects and
but
what
a
exactly
section officer in the cantonment board, a clerk in the cantonment board, you'd like to be that compared to being a doctor?
Sir, I don't know the job prospects of that service exactly, sir. But I know that it's related to administration. So I wanted to try if I like that job also, sir. I do not know actually.
You don't know. Okay.
The exact job prospects of the job, sir.
Okay. So, but why give up medicine, for this?
Sir, in related to social issues and everything, I was interested in them right from my childhood, sir. But I came to know about civil services and UPSC during my graduation years, and that readily attracted me, sir. Especially the diversity and the challenge.
Any particular instance which made you think, oh, I want to be this?
No, sir. There was no single moment that decided, sir. It happened over a period of time, sir, during the course.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, Dr. Reddy. You are doing medicine, but medicine is a very expensive proposition, right? You're spending money on education, many students from Andhra are going to Ukraine and other parts of former Russian-speaking countries. And so what do you think of the quality of education that they get and the quality of education you are getting? Have you ever compared the two medical education systems?
Yes, sir. I think the quality of education that we are getting in India is far superior compared to the quality of education that we are getting in Ukraine or Russia, sir. Because one striking example is that they have to write a licensing exam when they enter India, sir. The next exam. But the thing is, most of the people are not able to qualify in their first attempt itself, sir. The people who are coming from Russia or Ukraine. So I think in that way, our medical education is far superior to their education system, sir, especially medical education.
Are you aware that there are some people who are saying that that is an old story? That today we have opened so many medical colleges without the faculty, without the facilities, that it is no longer true. That in fact in many of these countries there may be better education, medical education than in some colleges in India.
Yes, sir. As such, I cannot generalize regarding Indian medical education system and the other countries' medical education system. So there might be some institutions in those countries which may be superior to the to some of the institutions in our countries, sir. But when you take the good colleges, the better colleges in our country, they are definitely far superior to compared to other countries' colleges. That's what I know, sir.
Okay. In a very recent period, India achieved a major success in foreign policy. That is with a country in the Middle East and getting back a few people, 8 people. Would you recall that particular case?
Yes, sir. Regarding the 8 Navy personnel that were sentenced to death in Qatar.
So what does it tell you about foreign policy? What do you need in foreign policy to achieve your goals?
Yes, sir. The foreign policy in the recent times has mostly been guided by national interest itself, sir. But when today, especially with the Middle Eastern countries like Qatar and UAE, we're developing a very close personal relations also at the highest level, sir. Like I have heard that the Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Premier of UAE, they share a very cordial relationship even at a personal level. So I think that that definitely contributes to the general foreign policy achievements also, sir.
Do you think we have spent a lot of energy in our relations with the West, with the US, with Europe, and perhaps some countries in the East, but ignored large, almost territories of continental proportions? And our policy would be more balanced if we looked at other countries also, as well. Could you think of such regions we might not have given the attention, but they are important?
Yes, sir. Until late 90s, we've not been paying much attention to West Asian nations or Southeast Asian nations, sir. But right now, I think we are making significant progress in those areas also, sir. Regarding West Asia and the Act East policy towards Southeast Asia also, sir.
Yeah, but which continent is critical to India's UNSC permanent membership?
That would be Africa, sir.
Yeah, Africa. Why?
Because there are a large number of nations in Africa.
How many?
I'm not aware of.
Important to remember. Yeah, 55. Yeah.
And they're all third world countries, and most of them are part of NAM also, sir, non-aligned movement. So I think they would, India would have a significant support of all those nations when it comes to its UNSC reforms and its claim for permanent membership in UNSC, sir.
Anything in the Oceania region? Near Australia, any other region?
Yes, sir. Even the small island developing countries in Oceania region, they also have significant potential when it comes to supporting India, sir. Because our stand, especially related to climate change and the climate change negotiations at COP28, it will have significant benefits for those countries, sir.
Good afternoon, Dr. Reddy. Did you try for your PG or you straightway after MBBS you started preparing for UPSC?
No, sir. I did not try for my PG exam, sir. I completed my graduation in 2022 itself, sir.
And you started preparing for this. Okay, good. So there is a clarity that you do not want to continue in the medical profession. Tell me about the corruption in medical education. There is so much of corruption in medical education, particularly at the PG level. Are you aware of that?
Yes, sir. Especially in private colleges, the fees that they are demanding is very huge, sir. Especially when it comes to postgraduate medical education, and the kind of people that are getting into the education system by paying such fees, they are not even able to qualify the NEET exam, sir. Like recently, the cutoff for NEET exam was made 0, sir. The minimum cutoff.
Yes, I am aware of that.
Yes, sir. So in that regard, there is significant.
And on top of that, you have reservations. What do you think of reservation in institutions of excellence? IIM, IITs, AIMS, PGI, and these kind of institutions?
Yes, sir. I think reservations even in IIMs and IITs, they are absolutely necessary, sir, because it's part of the positive discrimination and affirmative action.
That should be taken at this level, or should have been taken long time back and given all the opportunities to come to that. Let there be a level playing field at some level.
Yes, sir. At this point of time, I think they are necessary at the highest level also, sir, because the discrimination is still very.
I am particularly talking about the healthcare system. In that you are playing with the lives of the people. There, zero cutoff entries. What do you have your own opinion, but all right, how about this next exam which the government has introduced? It is being criticized by everyone. IMA also says that it is not a good idea. Yes. What do you have to say?
Yes, sir. It is not a good idea in one perspective that it again creates a kind of a licensing exam to practice, sir. A doctor who has studied his MBBS has passed the professional exams at each level, sir. First year, second year, third year and fourth year. And I don't think there's a necessity for another licensing exam at the end of graduation, sir. Because these exams would become redundant, because if that...
You can't appear in PG unless you clear next. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So you have to clear next to appear in the PG.
Yes, sir.
So to that extent, is it not giving it a, balancing it out, that there are all kinds of colleges in all, you see, for example, down south, there are so many medical colleges,
Yes,
as compared to the north.
yes, sir.
So is it not a good idea to that extent that there is some kind of common test before the doctors go into the postgraduate level?
Yes, sir. A common test is a good idea, sir.
It is a common test.
Yes, sir. NEET is also serving...
Common test. Why is Tamil Nadu opposing it then?
Sir, Tamil Nadu government's argument is that it is an objective exam which is incentivizing coaching institutions and such things, and it is discriminating against the poor and who cannot afford the coaching and such things, sir. So the argument is that they want to provide admission into medical institutions through their board exam itself, sir.
Okay, Dr. Reddy, most of the people feel, included myself, that the noble profession of medicine is no more that noble. There was a survey recently which I read that 48% of the surgeries carried out in private colleges could be avoided. They were recommended for making money. Are you aware of that survey or no? You are not aware, you should have read that. 48% of the surgeries carried out in private hospitals could be avoided. They were forced kind of surgery. So why is it that noble profession, we are 90% of Indians are religious, deeply religious, and despite that, this kind of thing is happening?
Sir, I think the most important factor for that is corporatization, sir. So the health also has become a business and a profit-making entity. So
and the doctors pay, so they want to make money.
No, sir.
To do a PG, you have to give 3 to 5 crores. And after giving 3 to 5 crores, you get your PG degree, and then you start making money to recover your investment.
No, sir. I think the major fault is of the management of the corporate hospital, sir. That is not actually in the hands of doctors. That might be...
So somebody is making money unethically. Anyway, last question. Pakistan is constructing a 3,000 kilometer long railway line through POK. What is India's objection to that?
Sir, even the Pakistan occupied...
What is that called, that route which I am talking about?
CPEC, sir. China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. The Pakistan occupied Kashmir is also a very well integral part of India, sir. So that the breach of territorial integrity and sovereignty of India is the main concern.
Correct. Now POK is rightfully ours.
Yes.
Pakistan is in dire states, in trouble. Is it the right time to take our rightful place, territory back?
Sir, taking back of territory, I think should be through diplomacy and negotiations, sir.
Right, thank you.
Okay, well, all right, Pavan. I'll move away a bit from your medical thing, okay? You watch Formula One races, you've written, yes? How? I mean, you've gone and watched them personally?
No, ma'am, in TV and in
Watch it on TV? Do you watch it minutely?
not very minutely.
Well, okay, I'll come to the point. You know what a pit stop is,
Yes.
right? Okay, what happens in a pit stop?
Actually, any repairs regarding the cars can also take place at the pit stop, ma'am. But the most important purpose that it is serving today is the changing of the tires, ma'am. Erstwhile, it used to.
And a whole lot of. How many people are there involved in a pit stop?
5 members mostly, ma'am.
Sometimes way more.
Yes, ma'am. For the changing of tires, 5 members are.
How long do they take?
3 to 4 seconds is the minimum time, ma'am. But the average time would be 6 seconds, 5 to 6 seconds. Ma'am.
Very short time, and they do, I mean, the driver's life depends on it. Okay, now my short point is, it's a case study, it's a management case study, all right. What do you learn from this? Just off your cuff, you tell me, okay?
Yes, ma'am. The most important thing is strategy, ma'am. No matter how fast the car is, the strategy of pit stops, that makes a lot of difference whether that car is going to win or not. The second thing would be quick decision making, ma'am. Ma'am?
Speed, should I write? A quick decision.
Quick decision making, ma'am, because the driver's life actually depends on the decisions.
Okay, what else?
I think these are the 2 most important.
One attribute about the people who come and do the pit stop?
And regarding drivers, ma'am?
No, the drivers depending on them, yes. Driver is the star sportsman. But these people, they should be what? What is the blank you'll fill in?
They shouldn't make a mistake, ma'am, under any circumstances.
So they're highly dependable. Are they or are they not?
They are highly reliable and dependable.
And that means they should be highly competent.
Yes.
Just like your surgeons. You can't afford to leave an implement in somebody's body, right? Yeah, okay. So it has a whole lot of lessons for people when they watch, right? It's not just fun, but it also has some life lessons.
Yes.
Okay. So we move on from there, and now you tell me that if you become an IAS officer, and medical after all is a subset, right? And IAS is, the generalist is a lot more. There are a lot more things that they do, and health is a specialized area, so you get to do a lot. Now, the admission system for medical colleges, does it check for aptitude towards the medical field?
No, ma'am. The present admission system, it doesn't check for the aptitude, ma'am. It only checks the knowledge of the candidate, ma'am.
So someone who might score very high on so many questions may probably, as a doctor, not have the aptitude. Could that be true?
Yes, ma'am. That can be true, and
And somebody with way lower marks can probably have an aptitude, a feel for things, and be a very competent doctor. Could it be true?
That actually can't be true, ma'am, because even though he has the aptitude, he definitely should have the knowledge, ma'am. Without knowledge, however good aptitude and good attributes he might have, that won't be.
Okay. Now with the advent of AI, do you think something should be recalibrated then?
Yes, ma'am.
Going to take over a lot of knowledge. No? Yes. Knowledge will be coming from there now.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely, aptitude should be a part of the medical admission test, ma'am. Regarding AI, I don't think it would be able to replace all the things of the health sector, ma'am. I think AI's utility will be majorly in diagnostics, ma'am, and not therapeutics. Because AI system, it will be able to diagnose something at a very early stage, and even the minute details can be caught by an AI, ma'am. But when it comes to therapeutics, I think that should be overseen by a doctor, definitely, because the AI system is prone to what can we say, prone to making mistakes, and there's bias and discrimination also.
And can it have biases?
Yes, ma'am, it can have biases and
And can those
discrimination.
biases play in the medical field also?
Yes, ma'am. They can very well have an effect in the medical thing also, ma'am. I actually read a study where the AI was attributing lower risk scores to colored population and higher risk scores to white population, depending on the data that is given to the AI, ma'am. So
Okay, all right, okay. Okay, just one. What is EFTA?
in which country?
European FTA?
Yes, ma'am. Free trade agreement.
Free trade.
Yes, ma'am.
Something about generics there?
Yes, ma'am. I have read in the news that something regarding the IPR regimes, and we have negated that claim that generics will be also brought under the FTA and IPR regime. So India is actually the largest producer of generic drugs, ma'am. So we have negated the claim that was there.
Okay, read up on it, no, because it's related to your field. Okay, thank you.
Mr. Pavan, very good evening. So, intellectual property rights, do they foster innovation or does it delay innovation?
Sir, I think it fosters innovation, sir, because it incentivizes innovation actually. Without IPRs, I think there will be very less incentive for people to invest their time and money in anything, sir.
So, people invest only because there is incentive.
Sir, I think incentive should be there, sir, not only because incentive, but incentive also plays a role, sir.
Okay. You are talking about Formula 1 racing. So, Hyderabad has seen Formula E racing. How are both are different?
Sir, in Formula 1 race, the fuel that is used is hydrocarbon, sir. But in Formula E race, the cars are actually electric cars, sir. So that is the major difference.
So, what happened to the Formula E racing that was conducted in Hyderabad?
Sir, it was conducted last year, sir, but the contract was cancelled by the present government regarding some corruption or some issues regarding the contract, sir. So the contract was cancelled, sir. It's not going to be held this year.
Why was it organized?
Sir, it was organized as a part of the Formula E Championship, sir. A race is held in each country, so as a part of that, one race was held in India, in Hyderabad, sir.
Okay. Second, Neuralink and telepathy. Can you brief me on?
Yes, sir. Recently, Elon Musk has posted that they successfully implanted a chip inside the brain of a person, sir. So the claim is that the signals actually work in such a way that even the persons who are paralyzed, they can be able to move their hands just by thinking, sir. Just by thinking, sir. So
What's the name of the chip?
it's called telekinesis or telepathy, sir. I don't exactly remember. Telepathy, sir.
Where is it inspired from? The word telepathy.
Sir, telepathy actually I think is an English word which means that communicating through thoughts, sir.
Oh. And Neuralink?
Sir, Neuralink, I think it means that connection to the brain, sir. Neura and linking the neurons and central nervous system.
Next. With respect to the administration and medicine as a doctor, so what do you consider 3 most important values which are common for a doctor, which are also required for an administrator?
Can I take a few seconds, sir? So the first thing would be dedication, sir. because you have to be dedicated to your job to work long hours as a doctor also, and as an administrator also. I think you should be very dedicated to your job. And the second thing I would consider is efficiency, sir. You have to have the highest level of competence and efficiency both as a doctor and as an administrator also. And the third thing would be courage, sir, because you should be able to speak your mind and able to convey your feelings fearlessly, convey what you're thinking fearlessly, even as a doctor and as an administrator.
Okay. So one last question with respect to Andhra Pradesh state budget. So what are the important things that you observed?
Sir, the interim budget, I think, has not made many major policy changes, sir. The limit for Arogyasri has been increased, sir. It was 5 lakhs before, and now it has made it became 25 lakhs, sir, per family per annum. I'm not able to remember the other things that I think.
Any observation with respect to deficit and debt?
Yes, sir. Actually, the deficit has come down to 4%, sir. 4% of GSDP of Andhra Pradesh. The fiscal deficit has come down to. And regarding debt, I'm not aware of the debts.
Okay. All the best. Good. Good luck. All the best.
All the best.